My name is Brittany Wilkins. I am the founder of Historians Connect, and I'm the author of Letters to My Sisters in Engineering.
What inspired you to get into engineering?
I was first inspired to get into engineering by my mother. I told her that one day I would eventually want to be either a doctor, a forensic scientist, or an engineer. And I remember coming home from basketball practice one day, and there was a booklet on the table, "So You Want to Be an Engineer." And I remember reading that booklet, but specifically it was the note that my mother wrote to me in the booklet saying, "Engineering can take you anywhere in this world. Pick one and begin your journey into engineering." I was also, too, inspired by my high school science teacher, Mrs. Briggs. She took myself and other young women to Women in Science Day at a local university. So I was exposed to engineering, to the fields of engineering, and I was inspired by so many women's stories, being that there's a lack of women within the field. I thought it would be a great opportunity to continue to be a trailblazer in the field of engineering.
Can you tell me a little bit about your book?
My book, Letters to My Sisters in Engineering, it's about my journey of becoming an engineer. I talk about what's inspired me to become an engineer. I talk about my career path, how I first got into engineering, all my struggles and challenges, but it is really my call to action in inspiring more African American women to consider careers in engineering. I provide them guidance and resources to develop themselves not only as engineers but as professional women of color, working on their leadership skills, how to work in male-dominated communities and workplaces.
How important is it in podcasting to get new voices out there?
I believe it's really important. We all have a story to tell, and we all should use podcasting as a space to amplify those stories, amplify those testimonies, because you never know who you'll be able to reach and how your story will inspire or help change somebody's life.
When I was researching you, I saw information you talked a lot about drive, which is not, it goes into more detail. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So drive is kind of my living fundamental pillars. My drive is determination, being determined to pursue challenges, being resilient to see those challenges through, and operating with a level of integrity in everything that I do. My drive is also having a vision, seeing that vision, and also to working with an attitude of excellence to see out my dreams and to accomplish my dreams.
How does it feel when you see kids and young girls following in your footsteps?
I feel inspired because my whole point of doing what I do is to live for a purpose greater than self. And if I'm able to help one person see their full potential and to see what they can do out in the world to make a change, then that makes all the difference for me.
What are some of the things that motivate you?
Some of the things that motivate me are where there is lack of representation. I feel that there should be representation. I feel that I should be the solution to the problem as opposed to complaining about the problem and the issues that are going on. I seek to be that solution to bring about a change, and that is what inspires me and motivates me.
Where do you want to see your mission, say, in the next 3 to 5 years?
I'm building a center of excellence for Black history. So in 3 to 5 years, I would like to be the #1 go-to podcast for Black history, for all things Black history beyond slavery. I would like to be an author who has written in several different genres to inspire many different people across many different ages. But more importantly, in 3 to 5 years, I would like to see and hope that the work that I'm putting in today that will pay off dividends, not only for myself, but for the people that I'm helping along this journey.
In terms of history, how important is it to understand history to impact the future?
Marcus Garvey once said, "A people without knowledge of their history is like a tree without roots." If you do not have a foundation, then you do not know the core essence or know the true being of self. and that is why history is important.
Last thing I want to ask is what's your favorite podcast to help your own mental health?
My favorite podcast to help my own mental health is Diary of a CEO, because many CEOs the podcast features people who have overcome challenges. It talks about their journey from how they got started from A to Z. That kind of has inspired me to know that this thing that we're going after in life, that it is a journey and that there is a testimony, but there's many lessons that come out of that. And so just hearing other CEOs or other people who are doing very impactful things kind of motivates me to keep going, knowing that it is a process and that it does not happen overnight.